When driving through the work zone, you should answer, watch for sharp pavement drop-off. Backing of the commercial vehicle is answer, always dangerous. When you are parked on the side of the road at night, you must answer, turn on your four-way emergency flashers to warn others. You must stop on a hill or curve on a two-lane road. How far should you place reflective triangles? The answer, within 500 feet behind you. Stab braking should not be used on vehicles with the answer, anti-lock brakes. You are checking your brakes and suspension system for a pre-trip inspection. Which of these statements are true? The answer, brake shoes should not have oil, grease, or brake fluid on them. You do not have hazardous materials endorsement in your commercial driver license. You can drive a vehicle hauling hazardous material when answer, the vehicle does not require place cards. If you are convicted of driving a commercial vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, you will lose your Cdl for 1 year. Which of these is true about hazardous materials? The answer, all hazardous materials present health and safety danger. You will be placed out of service for 24 hours if your blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, is at least the answer, any detectable amount. What does emergency braking mean? The answer, responding to a hazard by slowing the vehicle. You should try to park so that the answer, you can pull forward when you leave. Gross vehicle weight, or GVW, means the following. The answer, total weight of a single vehicle plus its load. After starting the engine, the answer, the coolant temperature gauge should begin a gradual rise to normal. Whenever you double your speed, your vehicle has about how many times of destructive power if it crashes? The answer, 4 times. If you do not have a CB radio, what procedure should you follow for an accident scene? The answer, protect the area. If you have a heavy load that is slowing you down on an upgrade, you should shift to a lower gear. You should signal continuously while turning because the answer, you need both hands on the wheel to turn safely. Which of these should be tested while the vehicle is stopped? The answer, hydraulic brakes. Which of these statements about alcohol is not true? Answer, a drinker can control how fast his or her body absorbs alcohol. Overweight, oversized loads require special permits. Which of these statements about braking is true? Answer: the faster or heavier the vehicle is, the more heat the brakes absorb to stop it. Which of these pieces of emergency equipment should always be carried in your vehicle? The answer: warning devices for parking a vehicle. If you have to make a vehicle inspection report, you must sign it. The answer: when any defects are noted, whether they are certified to be repaired or not. You must keep the papers about hauling hazardous materials. The answer: in the pouch of the driver door. Which of these statements about rear drive wheel braking skid is true? The answer: on a vehicle with a trailer, the trailer can push the towing vehicle sideways. The best drivers are those who watch and prepare for hazards. This is called defensive driving. What is the term for a commercial vehicle habit of swinging wide on turns? The answer: off-trafficking. Which of these statements about drugs is true? Answer: the use of drugs can lead to an accident and/or arrest. Which of these is a good thing to remember when crossing or entering traffic with a heavy vehicle? The answer: heavy vehicles need larger gaps in traffic than cars. You are driving a heavy vehicle with a manual transmission. You have to stop the vehicle on the shoulder while driving on an uphill grade. Which of these is a good rule to follow when putting it back in motion? The answer: use the parking brake to hold the vehicle until the clutch engages. You are driving a heavy vehicle. You must exit a highway using an off-ramp that curves downhill. You should The answer: slow down to a safe speed before the curve. You must park on the side of a level, straight, 4-lane divided highway. Where should you place the reflective triangles? The answer: one within 10 feet of the rear of the vehicle, one about 100 feet to the rear, and one about 200 feet to the rear. You are driving on a 2-lane road. An oncoming driver drifts into your lane and is headed straight for you. Which of these is most often the best action to take? The answer: steer to the right. Brake fade can be caused by the brakes getting very hot. Which of these statements about engine overheating is true? The answer: you should never remove the radiator cap on a pressurized system until the system is cooled. Which of these statements about overhead clearance is true? The answer: the weight of a vehicle changes height.